Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and Wizards just announced something that'll piss you off. Hey, remember when they did that back in the day? Oh my gosh, it's so nostalgic. I mean, they were like, hey, we're fixing this, getting rid of this person, hiring this person, doing this, revising this, we're getting rid of this, and everybody's like, yay, go Wizards, including me. I mean, me, for God's sake. Well, here we go. Blake Rasmussen wrote this one, so I don't even need to start reading it to tell you that it's going to be garbage, because just look at his profile picture. Just go to the article and look at it. That's all you need to know about him. So the article is titled, Exploring Ixalan by Exploring Our World. The upcoming Ixalan release is set in a world full of discovery, of players and characters exploring a world and searching for... What do they call it when it's a hyphen bit bigger? Whatever. Well, something... No, I don't mean it's called well something. I mean they wrote exploring a world and searching for well something. We'll get to that once previews are underway. Aren't they though? Aren't they underway already, Blake Rasmussen? Aren't they? Because I'm pretty sure that horse has already left the barn, or should I say dinosaur. Yeah, that's what happens when you send a full uncut sheet of foils to almost definitely some major vendor to give them a giant advantage on what to sell and not to, what to put on a buy list higher so that they can make more money and rip off all the small people. Yeah, that's what caused this, in all likelihood, allegedly. Whoopsies, pardon me if I'm not going to act all excited about Ixalan. I mean, I still am, but not like, oh, I wonder what's in it. Secondly, oh, they're searching for giant hyphen for no reason something? Okay, do you not know? Do you guys not all be on the same page with what to release when? Because people who make movie trailers and go on like talk shows to talk about a movie know exactly what they can and cannot say about the movie, what they can and cannot give away. It is very clear and it's on a time scale. Why do you idiots not do this? They're searching for the city of gold. You already said that. This isn't a mystery. You can't pretend like you didn't just say that and then walk it back. Oh, I wonder what they're looking for. They're looking for the damn city of gold. Oh my God, you idiot. Instead of writing all the articles, try reading some of them. And I'm not saying, oh, I looked at the cards that got leaked by almost definitely Wizards and almost definitely not the printing company. I mean, you literally said it, I think, in the video about Ixalan, if not another article about it. So get on the same page, okay? There's trying to generate stupid fake overhype, and then there's, like, trying to generate stupid fake overhype about a mysterious thing that you already spoiled. Ooh, who's gonna be the mystery planeswalker in it? Is it Vraska? I don't know, I guess we'll just find out, guys. Anyway, that isn't even the point of this video. That's not even the point of this article. Let's keep reading. I mean, my eyes aren't bleeding too much already by reading this level of stupidity. Next week, we will be distributing trackable game pieces to stores, fans, volunteers, and hopefully people above the age of 18, or it's going to be just like the last time Hasbro got sued for tracking children. Seriously, that happened. They got sued. I made a video about it. So yes, they're distributing them to stores, fans, volunteers, and some well-known community folk. And by that, they mean not me, not Jeremy, not anybody conservative who owns a gun. If we're going to go like walking around in the woods and this turns into some stupid little GPS geocaching thing, which I suspect is where this article is going, I actually didn't read the whole thing yet, bring a gun. That's just a common sense. I mean, we don't even have like bears in Wisconsin, but we got stuff in the woods. Honestly, mostly just crazy people and serial killers. Like it's like other humans really. But I mean, wolves occasionally. Oh, what did the fox say? Nothing, because they're too busy chasing you, trying to eat you if he's desperate enough. Foxes get hungry, they get nuts. You know what else gets nuts? Squirrels. So you don't really have to worry about them. They're just gathering nuts. So in other words, if you're on their blacklist, screw you. And if you're literally just a fan or volunteer, then yay. So, you know, 10.5 million views promoting the game of Magic. No. Random volunteer who probably got selected for being trans or a lesbian. Yay. Screw you, Wizards. Screw you so much. Not that I ever wanted to participate in this, and honestly, the less miles I put on my car, the better, and I don't have time. I'm still offended deeply, though. Honestly, if they did send me a game piece, I would just wrap it in bacon and feed it to Nala, and they can follow her around for a while. So, as game pieces travel, the distances they travel will influence the release of preview cards. Oh, God, really? That's what they're doing with this? And could actually influence how the story of Ixalan plays out. What, are you going to change the cards? Oh God, if they do like a choose your own adventure thing where cards are like up to interpretation, I don't know about that. I like a very static storyline. That's why I didn't like Sliders, the show, not the burger. I like those. There is like one White Castle in Wisconsin and I have been there. So whoever they give these to, they're supposed to travel as far as possible. So will they sue Wizards when they get lost in the woods or break down or run out of gas or get lost or anything ever? Yes, absolutely, definitely, although there was probably something they had to sign. But basically, this sounds familiar. The distance walked equals a bigger reward and influences stuff. Pokemon Go. Way to think outside the box there, guys. Seriously though, just make an ARG for a mobile phone where you walk around to, we'll just call them Pokestops, and spin them to get cards and then basically play MTGO on them, and the cards only last a week and then expire. I would play the crap out of that. So let's read the rest of this colossal dumpster fire. Here's how it works. After receiving a game piece, participants will activate a log. And log the game pieces on geocaching.com. Take photos and, oh god, I think the pieces don't actually have GPS transmitters and charging ports. I think they themselves are static and you just have to take a picture of them with your smartphone, which does have a battery and GPS. Way to cheap out, guys, but then again, if you drop it in a puddle, Ixalan will be destroyed instantly, the whole plane. I assume that that's specifically what they're referring to, is if you lose the puzzle piece, an entire chunk of Ixalan gets destroyed like the movie The Neverending Story. So take photos and place them into a geocache container and start them on their explorative journey. Really, if you leave them in one place, you're not really starting them on a journey. Now, if you strap them to a bottle rocket and send it across town, that's a different story. Nobody do that, by the way. So it says geocache containers stay in one place for the duration of their life cycle while the trackable game pieces move from container to container. Oh, I kind of get that. Okay. So basically, once somebody drops it off, I guess like somebody else has to go get it. I sure hope they live next to each other. So let's just talk about geocaching for a second. I think that was big in, maybe 03? I mean, it had to have been 15 plus years ago. It had to. I mean, bare minimum 10, so if they're going to take trends from, antiquity and just dust them off and use them and pretend like they're still a thing. I assume you also, on the way to the geocache location, have to do parkour, because that was big around the same time. Make sure you bring your portable anti-skip CD player on your way out into the woods, because you might get bored on your way walking to some place that you can't find because the trees are blocking your GPS on your smartphone and you're walking in circles and you're starting to think it's the Blair Witch Project and then your friend kicked the map into the river. Once the trackable pieces have traveled a certain distance, new Ixalan preview cards will be unlocked for the community. Oh boy! I can't wait. People are going to put in so much effort considering you yourself almost definitely leaked them all, you freaking idiots. I'd say with this event that they're totally not trying whatsoever, because this is kind of neat but kind of dumb because not just anybody can participate, and geocaching is very likely to backfire if anybody screws with it, like finds out where the box is or follows somebody and then eats the piece. Oh, or if somebody gets lost in the woods for like 10 days because they're trying to find the damn location, then their phone battery ran out and they're 5 miles out into the woods. I almost guarantee that these are not in the woods, by the way. I keep saying woods because Wisconsin is just one giant forest, basically, but they're probably going to be geocaching locations in cities, in which case if you open a container, drop something in, and then leave, and it looks valuable or interesting, either the police or the homeless or just random bystanders are going to open it up, be like, what's this? And then try to post it on eBay. I would actually be shocked if that doesn't happen. Actually, if it's in a city and people are like walking around looking for it and trying to find it, they're probably going to get mugged, especially if they're holding out a smartphone. Once again, I would bring a gun if I were you, if you're going to participate in this, if it's legal to do so in your area. Now, this is kind of weird. It says later in the year, after the initial round of trackable pieces going around, each of the 4 tribes in Ixalan, which is dinosaurs, pirates, vampires, oh god, they're back, and merfolk, oh, I freaking hate them. No wonder everybody keeps saying dinosaurs and pirates, because nobody wants more vampires, and I freaking hate merfolk. Why not just put elves back in? Everybody loves elves so much. Goblins, bring them back. Just bring back all the most hated ones. Slivers, why can't there be slivers in Ixalan? So anyway, they will all have their own set of trackable pieces, and the distance traveled by those pieces will play out later during Rivals of Ixalan. It damn well better not actually, like, influence card design, or there better not be, like, a question mark for the tribal type on, like, some kind of robot or artifact or whatever. And then, oh, now it's dinosaurs because dinosaurs won, but you don't know that because it's not printed on the card, and you have to look it up, and 10 years from now, people have no idea what the hell the card says. I don't think they do that, but this is Wizards. They probably would do that. But they better not say, screw the meta, screw testing, screw everything. Whatever tribal travels the longest, we'll give them an extra couple cards in the set. And then there goes the balance of power and tips everything and sends one deck into overpowered territory, and then they have to ban something. I really don't think that it should have any influence on it whatsoever, but I think that they're just referring to the storyline solely. But the problem is the storyline follows the cards and the cards follow the storyline, so there's only so much you can change. So it's either going to be horribly insignificant and not really, help with anything, or it isn't and it's going to screw with the whole set. I'm not happy about either of them, but I don't know. It might be something in the middle that I'm not thinking of. So now this is interesting. It says, to find a trackable piece, check with your local gaming store, go to geocaching.com, or watch for community members on social media to start talking up theirs. Talking up theirs? Well, talk up yours, wizards. There's so much vagueness, and yet there's so much potential badness. It's just like, hey, members of the community, tell people exactly within 5 miles where you live. Great idea. I'll get right on that. You know what? Second thought, don't send one to me. Are you freaking crazy? And then LGSs. So then if anybody posts on social media, hey, I found this one and it was at this LGS. Now they know where you live. This is so stupid. This is such a privacy violating stupidity. It's just dumb. This is perhaps the worst thing I've ever heard, and it's kind of overshadowed by the fact that we pretty much know every single card in Ixalan that anybody would give a flying crap about. Good job, Wizards. Thanks for probably almost definitely tipping off all the big sellers by sending them a full sheet. That was awesome. That helps out a lot. That really helps out this event. So if this is like 10, 15 people that are all MTG celebrities and aren't blacklisted, this is going to be idiotic. And if it's like 1,000 of them sent to like every LGS in the entire country that's like tier 3 or higher or whatever, then that's even dumber because people are just going to go to geocaching.com, look up where the last one was left, and steal it. You really think that something this limited edition and probably cool looking is not going to end up on the secondary market? Are you crazy? 99 to 100% of these are going to get stolen unless they have some kind of safeguard about this, because it sounds like just random members of the public can help with this, and by help I mean steal the pieces. They are putting way too much faith in general, like, humanity, let alone people purposely trolling on the internet. Like, this is like when they try to name a boat, okay? They're trying to name a boat and people are like, oh, this famous scientist, he did something with ice in the Antarctic. Let's name it after him. And then, like, one person leaks it to, like, 4chan, and then guess what? Bodie McBoatface. I do believe I recall McDonald's asking the internet to name custom-made burgers. And it, quote, got out of hand, according to most of the media. There was, like, the all-lettuce one. It's just 15 orders of lettuce and no bun, no nothing. And I think they called it, like, the salad. Then there was, like, one that was just a pile of mayonnaise, and they called it, like, pile of mayonnaise. Oh, my God, I found it. One of them was called the Sad European, and it's just a bun with a slice of cheese. One of them was just a stack of 7 patties, and I'm not going to read the username or the nickname of the burger because it's deeply, deeply inappropriate. Don't forget the Bernie Socialist Feast submitted by Bernie S. It's just an empty bun. Oh my God, I can't even read these next two. I'm not even sure what they put on that, but it looks disgusting. And then there's the Carbonator, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buns stacked on top of each other. There's one that's a bun and some mayo, lettuce, pretty much everything else for about 50 different layers, every single option. I think that's a triple order of mayonnaise, and they called it Thin Privilege. Somebody actually stacked up a bunch of ingredients that look very much like Pepe the Frog, named it Pepe, and I'm shocked. I can't even believe this. So anyway, what was the point of all that? The point is you should go look that up. Just type in McDonald's design burger. It's bad. But also, if you count on random people on the internet or the general public or both to not screw with your event, you are wrong. The second that this goes on to 4chan, which I guarantee if this works the way I think it does, I'll post it on 4chan. People are going to be like, sign up, find these, steal these, sell these on eBay, or make an entire web series about them and get 1 million subs. I mean, seriously? Unless they threaten legal action, I'm going to try my best to go find one of these, and it damn sure isn't going to make its way to the next geocaching location, okay? Unless you hire me as your Uber driver and I drive it there, I'm not your damn taxi. And I like souvenirs. So do 1 million other people in America. So good luck with this one. So do you guys think that this is going to backfire unbelievably spectacularly, or do you think that they actually have a way to make this work? Because I don't know. I mean, if it did actively have a GPS transmitter in it, it would have to have the world's greatest battery. It would basically be like a 30-pound battery with a little like Ixalan puzzle piece or whatever on top of it. Even then, I mean, do you think I couldn't clip the positive wire and drain the battery or disconnect the top? I could. This just sounds like the worst idea to me ever. It's comically bad. Unless, because this is short on details, maybe only very specific, like pre-vetted people are going to know where these go. Or you could just be familiar with where the geocaching.com locations are unless they're randomly generated, and then just go there, check every day, and then steal one. So I don't think this is going to work, in case you haven't gotten that vibe yet. But what do you guys think about this? Because this is just funny to me. I'm not like, oh, rage, they're terrible, they're so dumb. This doesn't affect me. It's like a marketing PR promotional thing, and if it backfires, I'll just find it deeply entertaining. So, if I came across as, oh, they need to fix this is terrible, oh, they need to fix it immediately. No, I mean, they already royally screwed it up, I guarantee, and it's just whatever. I find it hilarious. It's going to be like a giant PR blunder for them, and it's going to make them look stupid, and that's just exactly where they got themselves with leaking all the cards in the first place, assuming it was them. So yeah, let me know any kind of comments or if you've participated in something like this, or especially if you're familiar with geocaching.com and how it works, because that I'd love to hear about. So leave that down in the comment section if you have any intel on it, and I will see you guys next video.